Hello, juniors. My name is Stefan. I used to be a junior like you, and now I'm responsible for the IntoBridge website. I work here, so I'll try to talk about a couple of hands that you played the other day. I hope you will like the analysis. So going to pairs, completed. I can type junior and I get to the event. So the two boards that got most votes were boards 6 and board 18. So I'll just quickly go to them. I'll zoom in and now you can see the hand. So first about the auction, ignore this auction. I will actually delete it. So how should the auction go? Here pass with just 10 points from east. Now you can follow here the auction. Now South has 14 points on balanced hand and normally opens a club in any natural system. Now here with West hand we can just routinely bid one diamond, but what I agree with what some of you did to bid two diamonds. It is not a classical two diamonds bid, but what I like about it is that it takes more bidding space, and the reason you're fine to do it is your partner is a pass hand. So you won't mislead them, you won't miss an important fit to or game or whatever. Most of the time you'll give them much harder time over calling two diamonds. I really encourage when partner is a pass hand and you can choose between one and two. Even with 5 cards sometimes I bid two diamonds, just because if you leave the one level to them it's very easy, and if you don't it's much harder. So two diamonds is a good bid. Now North has only 6 points, so pass. East with 10 points, only two diamonds, can bid three diamonds, but playing match points this may remain the final contract. So I would pass for now with this hand. And South has an easy double here with 14 points and 4-3-1-5. Normally, with you can have even fewer points with this excellent shape. These doubles usually show 15 plus points, but when we play match points fighting for the part score, we can be more aggressive. So double is fine here. Of course, West is passing, and now North has a difficult bit. There are several options here. First is to pass. It's very tempting because you're vulnerable, the opponents are vulnerable, sorry, and if you can beat this contract, you'll most likely get a top or close to a top. So passing is very tempting, but if they make it, you get a bottom or very close to a bottom, so you need to be careful. I'm not a junior anymore, so for me, pass is less attractive, maybe because they also make it on this hand, but I don't think I have enough, and it's putting two all the eggs in one basket. For me, it's too risky to pass, so I would normally bid two no trumps with North hand. But if it's towards after halfway through the event and you're not doing well, this is a perfect hand to pass and try to get a top in order to get a better chance to do well in the final rankings. However, if it's the beginning of the game, board 6, it's relatively the beginning, I won't risk it that much and I'll just bid two no trumps. And now South can, of course, East can bid three diamonds, but after the 2-0 trump, considering the vulnerabilities, this is all bad news. So three diamonds is asking for trouble. I'll just pass. I'll do the same with South's hand, and I think this is the perfect auction in my mind. You should be playing in 2-0 trumps. What will happen in 2-0 trumps? I guess the lead will be the king of diamonds. And the defenders have chance to beat the contract, but it will require some work. So to know trump down one or making feels like the optimal score for me. Now I will go back a bit and I will pass to diamonds because this was the alternative solution. So many of you played in two diamonds, doubled or not. So the opening lead, I can switch this off. The opening lead Normally, anything can be right except for a diamond because you expect declare to have diamonds. Here, many people chose to lead a club. For me, this is a normal lead because partner also beat clubs. But leading a major, I have no problems with that. Any suit with except for diamonds can work. Of course, diamonds can work too in case dummy has two diamonds and a singleton outside and they get a rough. But if that is the case, we are in trouble already. So leading a club seems good to me. Now declare has the following problem. What do we play from dummy? How do we play the whole hand? Normally, if we count the losers from the top, we have two spade losers, one diamond loser, the ace, and one club loser, just for losers. However, we need to find out what to do with the two hearts. Does the finesse work? Likely not. We can also set up spades. And if they have passed the double, we clearly know that there are four trumps in North's hand. So we need to be careful not to lose trump control. And also pay attention about the spot cards. We've got 8, 7, 6, 9. So most of the time, North will have 4 or 5 diamonds and we'll have the 10 as well. So first of all, we need to choose which club to play from dummy. I will not play the king because if you play the king, they can win and just play clubs, shortening your trump holding, and that way you can lose the trump control. So I highly recommend here to play the 10 just to cover it, but keep the king protected. Now South cannot really play the ace because they'll obviously establish the king. So now South doesn't know what to do. Normally they would cash ace, king of spades. And that way they'll help you to establish the spades. Of course, they can play a diamond where they'll help you to establish the diamonds. So it's not clear what will happen, but after you play the 10 of clubs, you are now a strong favorite to make the contract. Don't forget later on to finesse the 10 of diamonds if you have that opportunity. So let's say this is how the defense goes and you win. What to do from here? What I will do is to count my tricks. The defense has 3 tricks and I have one more loser in diamonds, maybe 2, and maybe one loser in heart, which I can throw on the 8 of diamonds. So I'll be reluctant now to get back to my hand and finesse the diamond because I may lose the trump control. I'll also be reluctant to play heart to the ace because when they win the ace of diamonds, they may knock out my king of diamonds, which is an entry to the 8 of diamonds. So I think the best thing to play here is to play the king of diamonds, aiming to lose 2 trump tricks and nothing else, which will make then you make the contract, which is 180, and even if not a complete top, will be near a top. So this is how it goes. Probably they'll win and they'll play a club to shorten you. You can still play low, you rough, and now you cash trumps until you can. And you just lose 1 trump and you take the rest. So this is how you can make 2 diamonds. If you had a chance to win in a trick in hand, then you could play diamond to the 9. But as you were in dummy with limited number of entries, it was a bit dangerous. Now let's look at board 18. So board 18 was also very interesting. We could see people in 4 spades, people in 3 spades, and a couple of other weird contracts. So let's focus on how do we get to 4 spades. Shall we get there at all, actually? Because you can see, let me zoom this. you can see that some people bid and made for spades, but they don't have enough points. North's hand has 14, South has 8, only 22. However, the fit is great, 5 to 4 fit, apart from the quality. And the shapes are also great. So how should the bidding go on this hand? Let me reset this. So East is first, easy one heart opener. Now a big question, should South overcall? I would always say yes, but here it's very specific. First, you are second in hand, partner hasn't passed, you're vulnerable, and you've got the boss suit the spades, which if needed you can bid later. So I'm really concerned if you should bid one spade here or not. The best thing is if you have your own style and partner knows it, if you can be more aggressive or more conservative, and they follow this style. So let's say that we'll go both ways. So let's say you overcall one spade. Now, West with 3 points and fit in hearts. I definitely don't think West should beat. Some people beat two hearts to make noise. What I do when I beat with a poor hand, I at least aim to have my owner in the suit that I support. So partner can at least lead that against a suit contract. Against 3-0 trump, they'll lead their suit anyway, but against a suit contract holding something like this, if you support them, they'll lead it, and if you don't support them, they'll rather not lead it. So just making noise here with two hearts, I really don't like it, so I advise you to pass. Now what should Nord do? It depends what weapons you have. So what I play is 2-0 trump. Here it's a limit race or better with 4 card support. But I realize that maybe not everyone is doing that. So if you don't, you need to show some sort of a good race. The alternative is to bid 2 hearts. Qubit, maybe that is a good race for you, whatever you play. But if you don't play any of those, or if you play just one of them, it's worth discussing with partner. Personally, what I do, 2 hearts for me shows 3 card support, good race or better, and 2-0 trump shows 4 card support, limit race or better. The reason for this is that the quantity of the trump cards between us, for me, it's really important, especially in competitive auctions. Uh, so after let's say partner bids 2 hearts, now normally we should just bid 2 spades. We're a complete minimum with South's hand. Pass. Now North, depending on the style, should decide to bid 4 spades or only 3 spades. I'm fine with both. Basically, the Queen of Hearts is not a very attractive value, but overall the hand is great. Some extremists may choose to beat 3-0 trump. I'm glad nobody has chosen that to protect the Queen of Hearts. It's not such a bad bid, but I think it is maybe. Match points, it's a bit weird to aim at 3-0 trumps. So now if North bids 4 spades, it is 4 spades. If North decides to only bid 3 spades, then it comes down to South to decide to push it or not. So what are the good and the bad things about this hand? The bad stuff is obviously that we only have 5 weak spades. And the other thing, we don't have many points. But our hand is good because of the singleton heart and the 2 aces. There is nothing better than aces. Aces are amazing, they always make tricks. And in unbalanced hand, these cards are really worth it. So do you bid 4 or no? Again, depends on your nature. If what you've got is the minimum partner could expect, then you should pass. If you if you bid on even less than that, then maybe you should raise. Personally, for me, it will be easier if partner bids 2-0 trumps the way I played, showing 4 card support, because knowing with this hand that we have 9 cards, 9 card support is really more motivating. So what you do afterwards, again, it's not clear. Do you bid help suit 3 diamonds? Again, this is a bit aggressive for me, or just bid 3 spades. And how do we proceed from here? Does partner raise to 4 spades or not? It's a matter of style. That's why in partnership, it's very important in the partnership to agree what is the style, to have a good understanding what is the minimum to overcall, and not just to overcall, but better you make difference between position vulnerabilities, and what is a minimum hand in one situation can be, for example, a medium hand in a different situation. So it depends a lot. I just want to see what the top finishers did. So let's see table 2 here. Nikki, Janinski and Avliga, they won the tournament. Let's see their auction. So one heart from east, one spade from south, two hearts, two no trumps by north, 9 plus points, 4 plus fit. Yes, this is the limit race. Double to show points probably, and here three spades, it's usually played as fast arrival, shows minimum hand. However, North thought my partner overcalled vulnerable, so I'm going for it. I'll bid four spades anyway. How did it go for Luke and Steph, who came second in the event? So their auction was different. First, South decided to pass, then West decided to pass. So North had a tricky problem to double or to bid one no trump. Again, it's up to what your agreements are. So Luke doubled. East repeated their hearts. South bid two spades, three hearts. I don't think this is needed again. Pass, pass, three spades, and this was it. So it's really a matter of style, agreements, and in the end, once you get there, it's also a matter of luck, because if the trumps are 3-1, you just go off. So yeah, it's not clear if it should be in game or not, but this is my understanding about the auction. I hope you enjoyed this. I just want to remind you that we've got personal statistics. So if you've played in the event, here, somewhere here, there should be a button statistics once the game is over. So I don't have the button because I didn't play in this game, but I'll show you another game that I played. Let's try to find it. Yes, so I've played here, it's the button statistics. So when you click statistics, this is how it looks like. You can see the boards, how you did throughout the event, best score, worst score, score by contract, by roll, how much time did you take, are you slower than partner or faster? Finally, you can resolve this big question. And yeah, this is how personal statistics works. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you on Sunday. We have special prizes, the Bridge World magazine, 1 year subscription, monthly subscriptions. So yeah, hope to see you this coming Sunday. Bye.